And the case against the gas tanker driver has now been dropped. He was released yesterday after court found that there was just not enough evidence. On Saturday, the truck driver hit a low bridge, causing that blast. Reporter Heidi Giokos joins me now with the very latest. Some very heartbreaking developments that have come through from the Premier this afternoon, Heidi, in terms of the death toll and other circumstances around this bomb blast. Tell us a little bit more about the driver and the reasoning around the case being dropped.
Yes, so we do know that the case not necessarily has been dropped, but rather the 32-year-old truck driver has been released. And the reason for this is because police are still investigating and there was no docket to be provided to the National Prosecuting Authority, which is the state, to proceed with this particular matter. But we are in Vosloorus at the moment, Ropiwa, where we are joined by a male nurse who tragically lost his sister in that gas tanker explosion in Boksburg. His sister was going on shift and he had actually left the hospital coming home. He was doing the night shift. We are joined by him, but we aren't going to show him at this stage. Thank you so much for your time, Katli. So we do appreciate it. Maybe just do a recollection for us of what happened and how you tragically lost your sister.
I was doing night shift that day. I was on duty. My sister was off on that weekend, but she was doing overtime. Then I just came earlier and I passed under that bridge. There was no truck there when I came home. After when I get home, I took a bath. Then I just went to bed. Then when I'm sleeping, I switch my phone to silent. I slept. Then my mom stays in Vosloorus. I'm in Thokoza. Then around past 7, my mom came. She knocked on the door, on the windows. Then I woke up. When I woke up, I asked him what's going on. I asked her what's going on. She told me that my sister is in his band, so bad. There was fire. So I couldn't understand what fire. Okay, then I came out. She told me she couldn't drive. She needs us to go to the hospital. Then I get up. Then I went straight to hospital. When I get to Gateway in Tambo Memorial, we get in Gateway Clinic, then I saw my sister there. She was very burned, so bad, with her friend. So I couldn't recognize her friend, but I saw my sister. Then I talked to her because she was still talking by then. She told me where the spare keys, because I wanted to move the car because the car was damaged also. So she told me where the spare keys. Then I went to the car because she was already in ambulance with my mom to Netcare Union. After around maybe 30 minutes, they called me in Union. They told me my mom she has collapsed. Then I had to leave the car there because I couldn't find the key. I just searched her bag. Her bag was burned by fire. Even her IDs, everything was burned. Then I rushed to Union. Then I saw my mom. They gave her medication. She was awake. Then when I asked what went wrong, then she said, no, the doctors told her there's nothing they can do. She's 100% burns. So I work in surgical. I know if the percentage are over 60, then it's highly impossible you can come back. So we stand there. Until 12 o'clock, my cousins came. Then we went back to hospital. I left my mom and her brother in the hospital. We fetched the car from Tambo. Then I took it home. Then I went back to hospital. Then we sat there the whole night. Around past 6, we wanted to go take a bath and come back. So we went there and tell her that we're leaving. So roughly, before we even started our cars, the nurse came and told us she passed away.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. I know it's not easy, but I'm sure you're quite disappointed about the news that the driver has been released. Does this anger you, especially knowing that you were at the hospital and you've now also lost your sister?
Yeah, I'm so angry because if I came out maybe around past 7, I could have been standing with my sister there. You know, so if they release a person who kills so many people, I'm so disappointed. A lot. A lot. I don't know what to say because even yesterday I went to government mortuary. When I saw my sister, it was so bad. It was so bad. So that's why we wanted to bury her as soon as possible. Yes.
It must be extra traumatic for you, especially because you're a nurse and you understand the burn and you understand the severity of this.
It's very tough. Even now I'm asking myself, how will I go back to that hospital? So it's going to be hard for me to go back there because now I'm still asking many questions. I'm still asking myself many questions.
Had your sister already entered the hospital or was she still in the parking lot?
She was in the hospital ready to go into the ward. She was in her parking lot. In the parking lot, yes. She was in the hospital already, ready to go on duty in the ward. Yes.
Okay, thank you for sharing your story with us, and we're really sorry about your loss. Okay, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. I think, you know, Rupiwa, I'm never at a loss for words, but this story is truly tragic. The fact that he says if he just waited a few more minutes, he could have perhaps been talking to his sister and possibly could have saved her because it would have delayed her going into the hospital. So a family in mourning, and you know, the uncle, the malume that was speaking to us earlier on, said this could have almost been a double tragedy, but you know, the brother was lucky enough to survive, but unfortunately his sister, 41 years old, tragically lost her life.
It's very difficult not to get emotional at a story of this nature, Heidi. A very sad account there. And the fact that he says that he got to speak to her before she passed away is also quite emotional. We just really just have all the families that have been impacted by this particular tragedy in our thoughts, and really for justice to take its full course here. That is reporter Heidi Giokos bringing us developments around the tragic blast that happened on Christmas Eve in Boksburg.